I saw this comment the other day and I wanted to call out a couple things about it if you find yourself in the same place, okay? Due on the 25th, 3 days overdue. Frustrated, right? Ready to have the baby, especially based on the due date that we're given. Here's the thing. Research actually shows us that the majority of us are going to deliver at 40 in 3 days. So she is actually right at that point. And the average is actually 40 in 3 days to 40 in 5 days. So the majority of us do not have our babies by our due dates. That is a normal, common, totally expected thing. So technically, she has no reason to be annoyed. I'm ignoring the part about like feeling miserable and pregnant and wanting to have this baby, but based on what's going on, there is nothing wrong here. So sometimes I think that's really valuable to hear, because a lot of times we think, I passed my due date, why isn't baby coming? And is there something going on that's keeping them from coming? And the answer, more often than not, is no. Let's talk about the membrane sweeps too. So she's had 2. There is research that shows that having 2 versus just having 1 can be more effective. The other thing I want to talk about though is that word effective. So typically a lot of the research about membrane sweeps shows that when we are successful, or when they are successful, it is not that they cause you to go into labor immediately, but that there is a time range associated with them that you go into labor within. So what that often means is maybe you have a sweep or 2, and then the research will show you will go into labor within the next 5 days or something like that. Or perhaps you are more likely to go into spontaneous labor after a sweep than someone is who does not get a sweep and they are just expectantly waiting for labor. So it's not like the research tells us if you have a sweep, then this is going to happen with this percentage of certainty. It's more this kind of vague, sometimes sweeps are helpful, and when a membrane sweep is helpful, it's often in a certain period of time, which can be days, not immediately after the sweep, that then you could go into spontaneous labor. So she has reason to be annoyed, absolutely. But where she is sitting is also very normal.